Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're just now getting started. I'm going to be drawing a couple scary figures here. This episode is tentatively titled The Stars Stare Back. We've got a couple of creepy, tall kidnappers here, and I wanted to make them look a little inhuman. So I gave them some creepy features. Kind of gave them like jumpsuits, kind of like the guys from Breaking Bad have when they're, cooking. Just thought it would be a good creepy visual. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy to see everyone pouring in. So I'm just gonna hit the ground running here. And I think I'm going to start cleaning these guys up. Yeah. I think I have to design the rest of their bodies first, though. They're going to appear in a big window of a kid's bedroom, and they're going to take him away. And his sister's going to be like, no! So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be doing this for 3 hours till 3 p.m. today. And can everyone hear the music? Because I've had some problems in the past where it's either too loud and you can't hear me, or you can't hear it at all. So just hoping it's working. Okay, so let's get started here. Yes, I am having a good day. I hope all of you are having a good day. I look forward to this every week. So as you can see, I already got the roughs started a little bit. They kind of look like a Euro pop duo. Can't hear the music at all? No, that's horrible. I tested it twice too. That is really something I need to resolve. I hope it'll let me just go off and then come back on without ending the stream. Okay, I'm going to close and reopen OBS, and it should work. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully, that is back. You hear the music? Tell me. Give me a confirmation if we got music. Yes. I'm so happy that worked. All right, let's get back to it. So these guys basically look the same. I'm just gonna draw him once, and I'm gonna copy his body over. I'm gonna give them long fingers. Why not? guys are great. This is a quiet song. I'm just gonna skip ahead to another album. Okay. Thing 1 and thing 2. That's right. Yeah, it is hard to draw. Like writing, it's hard every time. But you get a little better. The second you tell yourself it's easy, you start leaning back on bad habits. And you're like, why can't I draw good anymore? Because you told yourself it was easy. When you draw, you gotta go to a place. You gotta go to that drawing place in your mind. You gotta observe. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. I think I want to name them Arnold and Clive for their haircuts. They're not going to really have names in the episode, but it's always fun to give them names, especially for naming. Symbol naming. That might not make sense if you don't know Animate, the program I'm using. But you have to name stuff so you can access it in the library. Otherwise they're just called symbol 1, symbol 2. Story is about kidnappers. Yeah, this is next week's episode. know, I don't love these guys' bodies, but I think I'm gonna just have to come back to them when inspiration strikes. Where'd they go? Oh no, what is happening? It's all weird. That's a little better. I'm gonna have to salvage this somehow. When all else fails, make a copy, back it up, and then retrace your steps. It will happen a lot. Software will not, software will let you down. Never trust your software. Always be saving. Always make multiple copies version of. Now let's make this a little more dramatic. Think about the frame. We want these guys to look really tall. So I'm gonna kind of angle them in. And it does kind of a fake perspective, like you're looking up. If their heads kind of come to a point, it sort of looks like they're far away. But I'm not doing any real perspective, I'm just implying it a little bit by angling them like this. They take the boy, actually. There's a little girl and a boy. Spider-Man is having you for dinner. Anyone know that song? I did it. I said Spider-Man's name. Layla Lopez, please. Networking, getting connected on LinkedIn. I'll see if I can say your name properly. Batu Hathiari? Did I say it right? I hope so. I did an thing? Scary fish, that's no good. Do your homework and watch this. Multitask. Jocelyn Sanchez. I hope I said that right. Why do you want me to say that? No. Carolyn Graham. They don't take the sister, they just take the brother. I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but I believe the people who have seen ghosts, I guess. Is that a weird thing? You can believe someone's ghost story, but not necessarily believe in ghosts yourself. Drea, I'm not gonna say it. The M Reaper. All the time, Batul. Let's draw these kids. I'm gonna come back to these bad guys. Let's give myself some frames. 43 frames. Look at some reference. Starting with the little girl. Her name is going to be Lily. And the boy's name is Ethan. Janny 2.0. There can only be one Janny. Janny is the name of the little girl from Haunted Library. That's right, when you turn up in these Drawstreams, you might just get to name a character. Janny is the name of a character from another episode. Thanks, On. It's Adobe Animate, formerly known as Flash. There's a lot of free animation software that you can cut your teeth on if you want to get a little practice. Adobe is way too expensive. It's like $20 a month. $50 a month if you want to get like everything. And I have to use that because I also do the editing for the show. So I need Premiere, I need Photoshop. Need all the tools. And the tablet I use is a 22-inch Cintiq. But if I'm being honest, like for a first-time Cintiq, maybe go for the smaller one. I forget how many inches it is, but sometimes it can just be such a pain in the butt to move this thing around, like especially if I want to like take my tablet somewhere for the weekend. I gotta haul it in my car. It takes up so much space, and I don't like that. That hair's looking too granny. So yeah, I would recommend like getting one of the smaller ones. It's like $1,000. It's a big investment, but if you want to get serious about, they make them even cheaper. You don't even have to go with Wacom. There's a lot of like competitively priced drawing tablets. I think it's good to just get started with like a bamboo tablet that's only like $50, just so you can get the feel of it. But yeah, there is like a big difference being able to draw on a screen. How do I keep myself motivated? It's very hard. When I leave to go to work in the morning every day, I tell myself over and over again, you are going to work. You are going to do your job. I just chant things over and over in my head, remind myself not to get distracted. And I do that early in the day, so that I get the germ of the idea early on, because it's very tempting, especially if you're like self-employed or if you work from home. It's very tempting to slack off and push it, be like, I've got all day to work on this, and that day just disappears, especially in the internet age. There's so many things you can distract yourself with. You can look at your phone all day. I've been there before. It helps to just, I don't know, turn stuff off, not have tabs open, save some tabs for later. That's very cool. On from Neptune. Oh, happy birthday, Turn Tech Godhead. Yeah. It's an everyday struggle to not procrastinate. Especially with creative work, it's mentally demanding. You heard this song already. Skip it. Skip that song. Yeah, exams are the worst. Studying is like such an unknown quantity. The other thing I was horrible at when I was in college was writing papers. Like, wait till the very last minute. Do it then. You're juggling assignments, and it's so good to just get it out of the way early. I know it's easier said than done, but do it fast and do it early. Get lots of sleep. Lucky for me, I already ate before I started the stream, so I can't get hungry. Face is, it's not round enough. It makes her look like she's an older teenager. And really she should be about 12, according to the script. Let's make her eyes bigger too. Yeah, I can do more with the forehead. We'll see about that though. I kind of like it. I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then later, when it starts to bug me, I'll change it. That's another thing, sometimes you gotta move on. Because if you're stuck on a certain thing and you just keep hitting yourself over the head with it, you might never solve it, or you might not be in the right headspace to solve it. Then when you go and come back later, sometimes if you sleep on it, you know exactly what to do. So your brain does all these calculations automatically on its own. That doesn't mean it's gonna do all the work for you, but some of the work that needs to be done in the subconscious. Not all the work, just some of the work. The episodes come up every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tay's hard stand is Adobe Animate. Hi Julia Aro, I noticed you. That's right, Skylar, thanks. Fortnite. Does everyone have a favorite video game they like right now? I'm trying, Connor. I'm trying to pay attention to all of you. Make this its own separate thing. These eyes were a little closer together. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Roblox, Super Smash Brothers, Unraveled. Those all sound cool. I like how creative Roblox is. I haven't played it, but I mean, I like those games like Minecraft, Roblox. I like seeing what people are making. Like, it's cool because like it's not like a conventional game where there's like a scoreboard. It's kind of just like free play, make your own fun. Imagination. It's kind of like an early like creation tool. Dreams looks cool too. Batul, I am married. I just got married last year. I don't want to say things that might be memes. It used to be such an innocent place, the internet, where you could just say stuff, but now you don't know what you're saying. You don't know if you're saying something coded. Like, I live on a pirate ship with a bunch of apples. Kind of thing. I don't want to be tricked. Pretty soon I'm gonna start doing the older brother. Just checking on these guys. Exciting, Lauren, you're going to a wedding. I thought of a face reveal. It's not going to be much of a reveal. I mean, there's pictures of my face on Instagram. I just don't have a nice looking studio right now. It is a mess. I have a green screen, and I think eventually I would like to be on camera, but it's not ready yet. I'm not ready to do that yet. Let's do Ethan. I think that looks a little cute. Yeah, I'm here. I just had to focus for a second. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what I drew. Atoll, the answer is no, but I don't want to talk about that here either. Yeah, you can't help but compare yourself to others. It's stressful. You gotta avoid that temptation. I mean, it's great to learn from others and compare yourself in that way. It's cool when you have friends or people who you look up to, because that drives you to want to be better. But you also have to like forgive yourself and accept that like there's just some people who you're never going to come close to, and it's kind of exciting to have people like that in your life. I mean, they were born with like some superhuman gifts, and really that's something that makes them unique, and you can't just take their circumstances. You can't just steal their life. You didn't do the things they did, but you can be inspired by them and follow in their footsteps and try to learn from them, and you might cultivate something that's uniquely you that they can't do, because they don't have your circumstances. And you want to be looking for, I don't know what you'd call it, your own style, and it just comes actually not from a vacuum. It doesn't come from the void. It does come from being inspired by people and artists that you love. And everyone should collect references and inspiration. Like one of my teachers taught me to collect just like pictures, either physically or like in the form of a Tumblr, like a digital reference Bible, where you're just like, yes, this is like something I aspire to, this is something that I love looking at, and then go back to that once in a while. I do that especially for colors, almost exclusively for colors. You guys are so nice. I really appreciate it. Alright, Kevin, thanks for watching. Alright, no need to spam. I speak English well because it is my native language. And a lot of people, they know more than one language. I don't know any other languages. I'd like to learn Spanish. I know a little bit of Japanese. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. You guys are gonna ask me to speak. I can't. I know how to draw the katakanas and hiraganas. I don't know any of the kanji. I don't remember any sentences. Now the girl looks older than him. He's supposed to look a little older. These eyebrows are too adult. Let's try. That's pretty good. Okay, let's do some cleanup of those alien guys. I shouldn't have said that. They're not aliens. They're not aliens. They're kidnappers. Look at me spoiling stuff. That playlist is over. Let's play a new one. Well, these playlists are very short, so they stop sometimes, and I have to start a new one. I was self-taught animation. I kind of began at a very young age visiting newgrounds.com, which isn't really a place for kids, to be honest, but I gravitated there, and there were a lot of communities of like people who do animation and who are happy to share that information with other people, make a lot of tutorials, and it was really kind of like YouTube before there was a YouTube. It was much smaller. People would actually be able to talk to each other, meet each other. You know, it's kind of like living in a small town, like you know everyone, and you'd be so excited if like you could just get like daily feature or something. And that was like when you could pretty much watch everything. You could watch every piece of content that was available. Now on YouTube, you can never hope to watch all of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this every week, or try to. Streams every week. I don't know where to put this tomato. I need it out of the way. Look at these creeps. These kidnappers. I'll put Mr. Tomato on another layer. So he's always there with us. Always watching. Yeah, Detecto on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on all the places. I need to have more of an Instagram presence. I've only put up like 4 Snarled pictures, and I have like a ton. I have like, I don't know. It'll be a while. I'm on episode 133, and I've started on 83, which means, oh, this is my 50th episode. So I've done 50 episodes. I've almost been doing this for a whole year. 1 episode a week, almost every week. Yeah, this is my job. It's pretty exciting. I know. I know I deadpanned that. I know it doesn't sound very exciting, but I mean, look at this. I get to draw cool stuff all day. Could I not be excited about that? Let's go for a tapered line. Let's increase the brush size. That's about where I want it. Yeah. Alright, let's get to work. Give them slightly distinct faces, even though they're essentially the same. Just some minor differences. If I'm having deja vu from last week's stream, because I'm just hearing all these songs again, or if we literally heard some of these songs already. We did. Totally heard this like twice. Kidnappers mad. Kidnappers smash. Oh no, don't smash me, I'm just a little tomato. We're a very small kind of channel. I mean, we have Studio 71 who we work with, and they let us use their recording space to record the episodes, the footage that you see with Markeia. There's Markeia, there's Sabina, and there are writers and story coordinators. Markeia, in addition to hosting the show, helps edit the stories with Sabina. We edit the stories that we receive at SomethingScary@snarled.com, which is the email where people send their stories And oftentimes, like, they'll do a little adaptation. They'll, they'll format them so they fit the Something Scary style, because they have to be a certain length. Occasionally, we'll just, like, barely have to change anything. But mainly, we use the idea or the concept and kind of work from there. And some stuff is just like fully original. We're kind of getting into more like completely original content. I don't know who Shawn Mendes is. Are they an artist or musician? Yeah, that tomatoes number is coming up. Those days are numbered. I can do a deep, like, Markeia or Rice Pirate voice. Oh my god. No, my name is Johnny, and my code name or username is Detecto. Detecto Nomicon. Because I like detective stuff, like detective stories. They're very pulpy. They remind me of a bygone era of comic books. And Nomicon is derived from the Necronomicon, which is like the Book of the Dead, frequently used in Lovecraft type works, or like the movie Evil Dead, Clive Barker's works. So I take my two favorite things and I combine them, and that's how I got Detectonomicon. Because I'm very inspired by like Creepshow and like that old style of like pulp, well, I guess you'd call it pulp fiction. You know, it had like cool posters, cool book covers, and in a way that's a lot like what I do every week, is I'm trying to make like a striking visual. And I'm trying to think of stuff like in terms of like what would I like to see in the horror section at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, if either of those places still existed. Is that a reference that people understand? Do they know that we used to go to a video store and watch stuff on VHS or DVDs? And I would traumatize myself walking through the horror aisle at the movie store, at the video store, the video rental place, because they just have like Puppet Master and Leprechaun. Leprechaun terrified me. Not the movie, I never watched the movie that young, but like just the visual on the cover of like the little leprechaun standing behind the door. That terrified me. That made me afraid to go to like the bathroom at my mom's work, because there was this little door in the bathroom that led to like a back room, and it was always dark. It always felt like a little leprechaun could peep out from there, pull me into it. When is St. Patrick's Day, by the way, speaking of leprechauns? This is the worst leprechaun ever. He looks like a Monopoly guy. Doing a little jig. But I'll make him green. That's how you'll know. There you go, buddy. You guys are awfully bossy. Telling me I can't draw a leprechaun. Yeah? You know what I say to that? You know what I say to that? Huh? Now tomato smaller, leprechaun bigger. I am always tired to answer that question. I need to sleep more. I get like 6 or 7 hours a night. I need to get 8. Eight's like a good day. Sometimes I only get like 5 hours. I've written a couple of the episodes, but I mean, sometimes I help with the writing. It's just I've got so much stuff I have to do for the episodes that I kind of took the back seat on that. Like, I'm not... and I trust in Markeia and Sabina because they do such a good job editing and coordinating the stories. Playlist ended. Let's get a new one. Soft beats. No. Smaller. I'm from California. Was born here and lived here all my life. Gave him Kuwabara hair. Like, I'm going for like a Clive Owen kind of thing, but it's also a little bit Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Ugh, you're a meshy. Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the voice. I prefer the Japanese voices of Yu Yu Hakusho. I know that's an unpopular opinion. People love English Kuwabara, but I like the Japanese version because he reminds me of Knuckle from Hunter x Hunter, the voice actor. Just kind of the Japanese, like, greaser punk. And I just adore that character. And it's one of the only anime that I've gotten my wife to watch with me, because we both love Hunter x Hunter. And we gotta watch the Japanese version of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's the version we're watching right now. My favorite game, Siphon Filter 1. What do you think of that? Second place, Resident Evil 4. I like those games quite a lot. I have a lot of favorite games, but arbitrarily those are my favorite. Those are ones that I can like go back and play anytime. Like if you tell me, let's go play Siphon Filter, Resident Evil 4, I'm in. There's some games like I don't want to replay, I'm like burned out on. Those are ones I never get tired of. Comfort games. What's up, Queen? I am 29. I'm gonna be 30 this year. My birthday is June 16th, and I found out that that's the actual number of the beast, that like 666 is like it's like a printing error or something, and the actual number of the beast is 616. So I was like, whoa. I was really excited about that when I found out. The devil. Look, Mom, I'm the devil. Let's work on this ugly mug. Two is a good number. Song reminds me of Zelda, because in the background you hear a little ha, ha, ha. It sounds like he's cutting swords in half. Cutting signs in half. Duh. My favorite number is the number 12. 12 or 144. I like it a lot. 12 is great because it divides by 3 and 4 and 6 and 2. What's 10 got? 10 can divide by 2 and 5, and that's it. That's why base 12 is superior to base 10. Like 10 is a really weird, kind of arbitrary number. It's like if we made a counting system around the number 7. It's like, what does 7 do? If you counted to 14, you would just have the numbers 2 and 7. You wouldn't be able to fit any other numbers into it. Same thing with 10. You can only fit 2 and 5, and we only have that as a counting system, presumably because we have 5 fingers on each hand. If a man from outer space, if he had 14 fingers, do you think he would have a base 10 counting system? Probably not. He'd probably have base 12, because fingers mean nothing. Number 2. Oh my gosh. A little buffering. I like the number 2. It's one of my favorite numbers. It's a very versatile number. It's a very even number. Represents the duality of all things, life and death. 2's major. 2's huge. Favorite YouTuber? There's just so many. Can I say Markeia? Is that cheating? To say that the channel that I work for is my favorite YouTuber. I guess I like Markeia a lot. I'm on the spot. I can't think of my favorite YouTuber. I like anyone who's nice, who has like a I guess relaxing sounding voice is nice. I listen to a lot of podcasts, like more than I watch YouTube videos. And I have a favorite podcast called the Film Junk Podcast, and they talk about movies and if Jay Cheel from the Film Junk podcast had a if he was a YouTuber, I would watch that all the time because I love his voice. It's very dry, very deadpan, bassy, dulcet tones. Sometimes he sings. I feel like the one on the left is the smart one because his teeth aren't hanging out. Patient with what? Suggest a romantic movie. So hard on the spot. Okay, trick answer. My wife and I watch horror movies. That's our idea of a romantic movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a very romantic movie. Phantasm. Reanimator. No comment on American Horror Story. Don't you hate it when people say that? It's like it is a comment if you say no comment, right? It's like saying you don't like it. I love The Witch. And I love The White House by the same director, Robert Eggers. I can't wait to see the next thing he makes. Why'd you spill your beans? Why'd you spill your beans, lad? You just want me to collab with, No, that's a good idea. We're always looking for collabs. I'll have to write that down. BuzzFeed Unsolved. I still haven't watched it. I got recommended that last week. I think because someone said I sounded like someone from BuzzFeed Unsolved. like we have a similar voice or something. That is a very interesting suggestion. Yeah, I loved Us. I like that movie a lot. I love everything Jordan Peele's doing right now. Twilight Zone, Get Out. I'm excited for the new Candyman movie. Really love everything Monkey Paw Production is doing. Blair Witch Project. Hi, how are you? Excuse me. And I'm excited to see The Green Knight. I really like how the visuals look in that. Really like what A24 is doing. Now I'm just gonna copy all this junk. Ears are different. Ears are unique. Yep, I do like Hereditary. It was a very scary movie. Charlie Horse. Always stretch. Whoever said animating isn't physical is a liar. Sitting is very physical. And you gotta get up, you gotta stretch. I will not give in to your demands. This morning I had some scrambled eggs. I made some scrambled eggs for myself and my wife. Had a cup of coffee. And for lunch, I had some carne con chile, which is meat and sauce. I had it with 3 tortillas. I'm not gonna say it. Made me do. Yeah, eating's important, and so is drinking lots of water, which I just remembered to do. I animate almost every day. I'm actually trying to start taking days off. It's not good to work every day. I'm gonna go off mic for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back on mic. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. What did I miss? A humble request, huh? Well, how could I refuse? No, I don't have any kids. No plans to, at least for now. I feel like it was a lot easier for people in my parents' generation to have kids, but I mean, the nuclear family is not really a thing of 2020, at least in America. Like, both I and my wife work full-time jobs. And most parents these days do. It's hard to reconcile that. I didn't start this channel. I think this channel existed even before Sapphire started it, but Sapphire is the creator of SomethingScary. I just joined like 1 year ago to begin doing the art. It takes about 1 week to do one video. That's how we have one video every week. I animate and I edit also. I like scary stuff because it's not actually scary to me, I guess. There are some scary things that like have scared me, like The Exorcist or Hereditary, but I like scary stuff because it's a style. It's a style that reflects the darkness within my soul. I guess we live in kind of dark times, and aesthetically, horror has just always been interesting to me. I probably started liking Resident Evil. Like, that was like the first horror adjacent thing that I really got into. Like, I just really loved the idea of like a mansion full of traps, and like that was my introduction to zombies. I thought there were vampires at first, and I would make little paper dioramas of like my own little murder mansions. And I would play I would run around with my friends and pretend to be Resident Evil characters, and we'd be pretending we were inside of Resident Evil games. And I was too scared to actually play the game. Like, my older brother played it, and I just watched him. Cursed videotape. I don't know what video that is. If you want to know what Sapphire is doing, look her up on Google. Go to www.google.com and look up Sapphire Sandalo. Check out her social media. Yeah, I don't think I animated that one. That might have been before my time. Cursed Witch. I watched them all when I began this job because I had to get a feel for the aesthetic. It's been a very long time since I've seen them all. Jada, one of these episodes takes me about three or 4 days to draw. The rest of the time is editing. Thank you, Batul. That is the highest compliment you could give my voice. Alright, Kevin. Thanks for watching. I like ASMR. It's relaxing. Certain music, certain songs give me ASMR. Not the music we're listening to, but usually it's like a song that has a hook or like a sting in it that gives me tingles, as they say. And ASMR just feels like a rebranding of something that already existed, which is like these like hypnosis or like affirmation tapes that my mom was into since I was little, and she's like, Johnny, you gotta listen to these affirmations. There's a guy on the tape and he tells you nice things about yourself. It makes you confident. I had no interest. I was like, that sounds dumb. But there's something to it. There's something to having people say nice things about you. Human interaction is important. Favorite episode of the Something Scary podcast? I think it is, I forget the name of it, but it's one of the ones I uploaded to YouTube when I was making little animations to go with the podcast. Sorry, something in my throat. It's something about water. Water was the theme of the episode because I made a boat. I animated a boat, like kind of resembling the Are You Afraid of the Dark boat from the intro of that. Everyone's welcome to their opinion, KJM. Favorite Disney character is Donald Duck, because I used to collect the Donald Duck comics, which eventually turned into DuckTales, and they started implementing Scrooge McDuck, and he started taking his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie on adventures, but before that Donald Duck used to take Huey, Dewey, and Louie on adventures. And those are some great stories. And I think even Indiana Jones ripped off the original Donald Duck comics. Like, they're full on, like, archaeologists, like, adventure stories. There's some problematic aspects about it, just like particularly in the like depiction of indigenous cultures, but it is very pulpy, very good story structure. Well, it's gonna take a lot longer than this actual stream. I'm gonna shut the stream down at 3, which is in 50 minutes. But I'm gonna get as far as I can. My favorite story I've animated might be Hunted on the Run, or it might be The Nishi. I like those a lot. But the one I like the most is True Mexican Ghost Story. Because that is a true story that happened to my wife's father. And that's an example of, like I was telling you, I don't know enough about ghosts. Like, I haven't seen a ghost to believe in ghosts, but when I hear Henry tell that ghost story, I believe it. I believe something unexplainable happened to him. Thanks, Polly. How do I not procrastinate? Thinking about that one. Didn't I kind of talk about this earlier? It helps to remove distractions from your workspace. Close the tabs. Put your phone somewhere you can't find it. Make a checklist. It helps to itemize the things you're going to do instead of wasting mental energy meditating on, like, okay, what do I do next? Because then you jump around a lot. Like, it helps if you have like an itemized list. Lists are very helpful tools for not procrastinating. This is kind of sounds like FKA Twigs, but it's not. It's mindless and Folayan. Interesting. I might go for something kind of dark after this. I used to go to the gym. It got really expensive. It was like $50 a month to go to the YMCA, and I wasn't going, and I was wasting money, and I want to go back. I want to start running more. I want to do more free weight exercises, sit-ups, body weight exercises, stretches, yoga. And now I have a new apartment that I live in, and it has space in front of the TV. So my wife and I are going to set up some yoga mats and probably start a workout routine. Working out is essential to staying healthy and happy as well. Not just for appearances, but just like the act of like physically like exercising your body releases endorphins. don't play Fortnite. My little brother does. Actually, he doesn't anymore. He like got really good at it, then he stopped, and then lost interest. Alright, scary guys. Seth. Who's Seth? Is that your name? I can't take any song requests because we're using a special sound software that is licensed by our company. There's a lot of rules with streaming because if you play licensed music on a stream, then the license holders of the music demonetize your video, and that's fair. I mean, it's their music. But you know, because we work with a company, we have music that is already licensed and paid for, and that's what you're listening to right now. Cool. I don't have a second language. That is embarrassing. I would like my second language to be Spanish. I want to learn it because I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to South America, and I want to be able to speak the language. I want to go to Peru. I'm not drawing with a mouse, I'm using a tablet. Excuse me. No si habla español. I want to hablar español. This playlist is over. Let's try something dark. Darkness. No parlez-vous français? It's a very pretty language, though. My wife and I listen to Do a lot, the pop group. I don't know if they're pop or if they're alternative, but they're French, and their songs are very pretty. Get a shout out, Sup22, Sup22. I'm addicted to work. I'm a workaholic. I drink workahol. What's a hack dog? Yeah, I've seen Supernatural. I've seen like the first 3 episodes of it. My friend tried to get me into it. He had all the seasons on DVD and he lent them to me and I just couldn't get into it. There's so much TV to watch. Right now I'm watching Shameless and I'm trying to catch up because my wife has seen like the first 7 or 8 seasons and she wants to watch the new one with me. She's like, hurry up and watch it so we can watch the new season together. And I'm like, I'm hurrying. That's fine. Speak French and talk about French. You don't have to be French. It's embarrassing, right? Only one language. You're not wrong. She's from California like me. Check in on these characters. Should I keep working on these guys or should I clean these ones up? I do not know. Congratulations, Mystic Magic. Good idea, KGM. Alright, got 1 vote for clean the brother and sister. Let's do that. I usually like drawing it. It's only sometimes a nightmare. Sometimes I get a little burned out. That's why it's good to take rests, take breaks. Alright, thanks for watching, Firewolf. Bye. I like my job a lot. If I wasn't animating, I would be working on voxel art. Because I'm trying to make a video game, and it has a pixel art style. I like using a software called Magica Voxel, and that is my current, like, off-air obsession. Adrian, you should watch Hunted on the Run. That is a werewolf episode. And I drew a werewolf in that episode. This video will only go for another half hour. Why is this under dark? This is like... this is not dark. I want something dark, man. Bye, Polly. Thanks for watching. I don't know a lot about India. Is that where you're from, Batul? We've done a couple episodes, kind of, oh, forgive me if this is inaccurate, but kind of neighboring India, Bangladesh, we've done a couple episodes of. We have done a couple Indian episodes, like The 9 Deaths. Yeah, that's what it's called. Is there something wrong with the music, Kevin? Is it too much trap? There's like dog barking in it. Woof, woof. werewolf, huh? There you go. Werewolf leprechaun. He's turned, transformed by the full moon. No, I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't have a Switch. I played Luigi's Mansion 2. So I have a 3DS. Didn't beat it. Didn't get very far, to be honest. But I enjoyed it. I like it. So, cool games. I like vacuuming up all the rugs. Vacuuming up all the money. Hello. I am aware. I'm not very aware. I don't know all about it, but I'm aware. I'm washing my hands. Yes. Yes, I know about it. I used to play Minecraft. I haven't played it in a very long time. I got invited to a server recently among my coworkers and friends. And they're just Minecrafting it up. And I've got no time. Got no time to dig for diamonds. No time to build railroads and little houses made of snow. No time to slay spiders. I've been married 1 year. Less than a year. I got married in October. Thank you, Ronald. That was very nice of you. I don't know Jaden Animations. Free memes, kids. Welcome to the live chat for the first time. My day is going well. I live in California. Hey, I'm Detecto. Want to hear something scary? Adrian, I drew your werewolf. He's a werewolf leprechaun. Hey, you. That is so nice, Ronald. Very, very nice. Appreciate it. I would. I think, I don't know. It's just my opinion, but Snarled is kind of female-centered. And I don't have a problem with that. I like that it's kind of a female voice, and yeah, I really like the work that Markeia does a lot. I wouldn't want to step in the way of that. I might be interested in doing my own kind of show at some point. As for narrating the actual stories, I don't know about that. Chicken. Chicken. Thank you, Kate the Fox. I have never seen a real killer clown. Oh, wait. Here's a story. I've seen the real killer clown puppets and costumes from the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because the director of that movie, Stephen Chiodo, was my stop motion teacher when I went to art school. Yeah, and he shot that film around Santa Cruz, kind of. Yeah, and I love that movie. So, funny story about killer clowns. I have seen a real killer clown. Ronald, that is so generous. Vera. If you want to know what Sapphire's up to, go look her up on social media. She's posting a lot about what she's doing right now. It sounds better from her own mouth. So many questions. I can only answer a couple of these. I live in cold country. No, that's a lie. It's cold for California. It's cold lately, but California is warm. No matter how you slice it, it's warmer than everywhere else. It doesn't hardly snow here. you have to like go out to the mountains to see snow. Yeah, I love myself. It's important to self-love. Holy moly, Ronald. Do you want anything for your generosity? You want a shout out? It is very kind of you. Very generous. You do, huh? Do you have a request or something, Ronald? Yeah, we're still going, Natalie. Food. You want me to draw you something, Ronald? You have any requests? It's just overwhelmingly generous. Thank you. Sure, Essie. I'll let the Snarled cast know you said hi. I'll check out your YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your generosity. I have to do it after the stream though. Scary chicken. Okay. One scary chicken coming up. Scary chicken. Creepy chicken. We're just about ending too. We're getting close to 3 o'clock. One more song. No. Which one is SCP-96? Is that the classification for the rake? Oh, so many requests. Sorry, I'm just doing the scary chicken. Shy Guy. Like Mario. Yeah, I do these streams every week. Same time every Wednesday at 12 Pacific time. Alright, we got a creepy chicken. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's 3. Well, what did we learn today? Leprechauns turn into werewolves when they see the full moon. Tomatoes get mad beefy when they work out. Tomatoes get smaller when you ask someone to say tomato, and leprechauns get bigger, and these are a couple bad dudes that you don't want to be kidnapped by. Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll just give everyone a little shout out now. Sassy Spider, Paloma, Unicorns, Batul Hatiyari, Ronald Lyons, Skylord Twilight 128, Jinzi OP, Adrian Huckabah. I appreciate all of you so much. Daryl Ellison, Ismail Ayala. Shout out to all of you. You're all the best.